Christmas cards. People they feel very strongly about Christmas cards. They either love them or hate them. I am in team, I love Christmas cards. And I guess I'm getting to the point where I'm like, back in my day, because I am getting old, but back in my day, we didn't have social media. And the only time we saw how people were doing was with Christmas cards. And we could see how their family had grown over the year. And we could see, just a way to catch up. I don't know who started Christmas cards, but I remember having to print up photos and slide them into the cards and mail them out. And back when we had, when I had time and there was no social media, you'd write a little update letter. Here we are, we're in this area, this is what's going on. Some people still do that, which is fine. Just an FYI, I have attention span of a goldfish. So when you send long letters, I probably am not going to read them. But, I love, Christmas cards and I love to send them out. But I am jinxed, probably because I love them so much and I love to send them. I am absolutely jinxed I just can't get it right for some reason. For some reason, I just can't. So a couple of years ago, I get our Christmas card already, and I had misspelled our last name. And I don't know if people noticed or not. Thank goodness nobody really said anything. But I forgot an E at S-E-N. It was just S-N. And I was like, well, okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. And my son was very mad because he was not on the cover on the front, but I had not been able to get my whole family together to get a picture. And so, he felt like I was cursed for not having him on the front, so I misspelled our name. But anyways, so he was happy that I did. That's totally him. But we had not had our family together, like a family picture of everybody we have, one coming home from a mission, one's going out. We have just so much going on. Getting our family together is so hard now that they're, 5 of them are over the age of 18. It's very hard to get them all together. So this year, we had this small window. Everybody came in town. We were able to get family pictures. And so I was so excited to do my Christmas card, right? I was so excited because finally we got everybody together. We had this amazing photographer. They all turned out just exactly, how I wanted. And so I get my Christmas card yesterday and the box is kind of big. And I was like, I didn't think I ordered that many Christmas cards. And I open them up and I go to open them up and I'm like, I pull it out and I'm like, is this like how many stuck together? No, it's one very thick, listen to that, thick Christmas card. I don't know how I screwed that up. I don't know what box I checked or did not uncheck, but this is the thickest freaking piece of cardboard in the world. And I was like, are you kidding me? I couldn't believe it. I was like, I don't know how I screwed that up so much. I was so excited. And then I sit there and I get about 50 of them, stuffed and with their stamps. And all of a sudden a thought comes into my mind. I bet you it's going to take more postage. And I was like, no, I have all these books of stamps. I don't want to go to the post office. I just want to stamp them and mail them. But thank goodness, I thought to go and ask, and I had about 3/4 of my cards stuffed, but not only about 1/4 of those had stamps. And I go to the post office, and the lady's like, what are you mailing? Cardboard? I'm like, no, they're my Christmas cards. Will you please tell me if I need more postage? And literally, I sat there like this, like, oh, please, 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 please don't need more postage. Sure enough, they do. They're too thick and heavy. And I'm like, it's almost comical every year how I just screw everything up so tremendously. So we had to figure out how many stamps I had to add to the ones I already had, and then the international ones. You know, it was a fun hour at the post office yesterday, but I got them sent out. People aren't going to be able to hang them up because they're so freaking heavy. I don't even think it will go in a frame because they're so thick, but I still love getting everybody's postcards. I love seeing. I don't necessarily read them because, again, I have about an attention span of a goldfish, but I still love seeing the pictures. And people can say it's bragging. People can say whatever they want. But it's a tradition like no other, sending Christmas cards. And I think I love getting them and I love sending them. And I'm sure my kids probably won't do it, just like, they won't send thank you cards. No, just kidding. But, I think it's fun. It's a fun part of Christmas that I love getting and hanging them all up and staying in just seeing pictures of people that aren't necessarily in my feed or that I get to see all the time. It's a lot of fun. So I hope you all, if Christmas cards stress you out, don't do them. But that you're, thinking about the true meaning of Christmas and just sharing your light. And, it's kind of a side note, but every year it's comical. So have a wonderful, wonderful time preparing for Christmas.